whai tā more ki runga ka whai te more ki raro.
Tamaro, te atu o te mo, nako hine mo, te wahine o te mo, nako mo i o ki waki a hine mo. Ka ki a e te mo, ana nui o ki wā, kia puta te ira tangata. Kia tika te kupu e ki nei rangaranga te muri. Ko tūtū te ngaru, ko mātau e nei. Te ariki tamaroa, waikato, tainiwi waka, ngāpuhi, te arawa, ko tahuti mai ki mua ki te tūpuna tuake nei. I TUWHERA hea e tōra whaia tupuna, piritahi e tū nei, ngā mātua tūpuna ko hoki a wairua mai ki wairui ata. Tēnei te wī, tēnei te puna taurori, kurang te whareuruku. I here ki reira te hi te tapu te mana, ko te ihi keirunga. Ka tū te tahi kura ko te aki o te mea nui ka tatu ki runga i ahau. Tēnei te nini, tēnei te nāna, tinei e te hanga o te tipua, awhitia hāpania, ko rangi nui e tui ho nei, ko papatua nuku e takoto nei, ko tangaroa kei wahora, tui o ki te rangi, tui o ki te whenua, tui o ki te tangata. Whakamaua kia tīna, tīna uire, ai
In the year of 2000, Lorna and I were invited down here by Runga Wetere to set up an outpost of Te Wānanga Aotearoa. The aim of that was to get 10 men from the island, 10 women from the island. We would teach the men how to carve and we would teach our women the raranga. All of this only came about after much kōrero, and through it all we decided as a community that a pan-tribal house would suit us. And so we went about finding the ancestors that the majority of people can whakapapa to. As a whole, for the house, kia piritahi. Roi anō pēnei ana te kōrero o tā tātou nei tūpuna Māori, āpiti ono tātou i hunu rātou tō mamata ki a rātou, āpiti ono tātou i hunu ki a koutou tō mua ora, huri noa ki rau te tūnui o tēnei te whare i tūake nei, a tēnā koutou e tūru. This is a house that is built for the community. So the best thing that we can do now is to try and tell everybody's story. Rather than to tell one person's story and say that's the gospel, we try and tell everyone's kōrero and it's all true.
It's really hard to talk about the mahi and sum it up, but I will talk about our experience.
You've got to start somewhere when you think about where we started from. Pretty amazing, eh?
I remember getting here my first time. There was an orchard down there and grass up to here. Sat down by the urupa, which I didn't know was the urupa at the time.
That would have been the late 80s?
That was 87, I think.
So if you think about the visual thumbprint for Māori on the landscape back then, you would have no indication there was an urupa there except for a couple of broken headstones. There was nothing marking the marae as Māori. It was a contemporary European looking building. And you think about the face of the island now, and those layers that have been added in the environment, it's quite massive, the shifts that have occurred that our kids now see as normal. Piritahi Marae is unique for WAiheke in the fact that it's the only marae on the island, so it plays a really important role for our community, not only for our Māori community in providing a tūranga waiwai and somewhere for tangihanga and hui to be held, but also providing a real community base with our medical centre and classes that we hold here.
Remember that little hand-drawn diagram? We go, if we come here and we divert this road around here and we do this and we're going to have our hoe water down here, we're going to have a kōhanga over here and all that, and it was just like, and I was just thinking, well, kua tūtuki, te rau, wawata, te rau, and I says, but the cool thing is they're looking, looking at the next stages.
James and I, we were young when this process started. We were. I was 18 when I was asked to design this, and I never imagined it would take this long. But
yes,
yeah, so that's what drove me.
My hair was black when I arrived here, and now it's pretty much white. So
yeah.
Stress and strains of Piritahi Marae.
It's certainly been a lifetime journey. Kia Piritahi was built in 1992. 10 years on, we started the whakairo in 2001 and the tukutuku, and 15 years on from that, we're ready to now finally install all of that mahi.
Ruia, kaitiaki atu. Ko te tai kāka anaki. Te kāka ariki atu pōwhai tere. Ko tia te pū waihui konei, ko tia te kauru waihui konei. Kai ahu ki autu mua te tui hei tai ki ngā pūkenga, ki ngā wānanga, ki ngā tauira. Pātua kuru, pātua whao, pātua te toki a tawa uru. Piki ake hoki au ki runga nei te whara huku konui anō Tangaroa. Ko Tangaroa e whati ai nuki tia maroro, nuki tai maroro, kāore kau ko hine tū o wanga. Nā e kimi ana, e hahau ani i ta whānau arata. Ko rate e mati atu i te awa, piko piko i whiti, mate maungarongo, whānau, tū mai te toki, haumi e, hui e, tāi.
I've been in the role as project coordinator since 2001, working alongside Lorna Rikihana and Tommy Ropata. Tommy Ropata being the tohunga whakairo and Lorna being the tohunga for our tukutuku mahi.
We both arrived here in 2001. Tommy had his tauira, I had my tauira. This is for the tukutuku. Puawai was one of my first. Asi, Miriam, Moana, Kathy, Donna, Kimberaka, Philippa, Waikari, Helena, Ange, Te tuku mihi kia koutou. When we weave, we talk about weaving people together. So with your beautiful waiata, it's now woven into our kupinga. So when you grow up, Rebecca, you can say, I was here and I was part of that. The lady started on the little panels above the windows first, and that was their tauira. So it's pretty much straight up. They do the mahi. You know, we're not playing around here. We're going to do this funny. Are these the carvings?
No, they're not the right position.
This fella's huge.
Yeah, Ruatia, he's here. No, he's here, Ruatia.
Tukutuku is a process on its own. It's not about just putting it through the holes. It starts by going out and collecting all your resources. So kia is what you see are the woven panels. Pick the kia, prep it all up, colouring it, there's a whole process. Then we had to build the frames to set in kaha. But the first thing you do, you have to design it. So they go right up to the edge of it. Well, these are the things you don't behind so they come up to the little frame. I thought about the island. My thoughts, wow, unuku. You know, rainbows all over the island. I thought, wow, you know, what about unuku as a theme? If I look at all the cultures that live here on the island, it just seemed appropriate. That only took care of 7 colours. So we had to find another 4 more colours. And luckily we get a rainbow lady in our group, Puawai. So we sent Puawai out to find us 4 more colours. And she came back with it, no problem. But every time she brought the colour back, there was always a kōrero. No, it wasn't just the course. And we made sure that there was a kōrero.
It was through all that kōrero from the first stages that brought us here to where we are today.
That's what I like about discussion. There's always so many different paradigms and views.
Kia tāwhu nei hoa rangatira Chris, rao ko tanga hoa, Nika, kia tāua, kia kaue nei te mutunga o tēnei mahi, kia mātua i kita te aina.
A lot of really good stuff.
Rongo Wetari was pretty instrumental in kickstarting this place because his sister, eh?
Yeah, Māori.
Māori Weteri was living on the island, and he came over to visit, and I remember meeting down here in the whare. He was like, you know, we could get this up and rocking after summer, you know. And Huhana was like, yep, we can do it. And then someone was like, oh, it's a bit quick, it's a little bit rushed. You know, we've got to get the foundations right, and da-da-da-da. And then someone would go, no, there's a opportunity that's been offered.
Yeah.
No one else is offering us this opportunity. Right. Let's go for it.
Because certainly there's been a lot of kōrero for years before that, eh?
Yeah. It only lasted 2 years as far as the courses were run, but it instigated, eh? Yeah.
And a huge bulk of the work got done in those 2 years. 90% of the tukutuku was completed, probably a third of all the whakairo, and people started becoming aware of the project and we started being given timber. We saw the building of the whare whakairo. Somewhere to work, which we didn't have before on the marae. We had nowhere to work, and so with those wānanga we created a space that the carvers could continue working on even after the wānanga had finished, and I think that was key actually.
That was only supposed to be up for 2 years.
Temporary
structure.
It's still there.
It's going to be a little bit small, but that's going to make the weight just drop without it chopping anything, you know? Yeah.
To get it to this has taken a long time. It's been the passion of a lot of men from all walks of life who have come down here just to offer help. Men have come here to learn how to carve, and because of the work that they've carried over the years, they're able to progress themselves to an expert status just through doing this money.
I was here back when they first tabled the idea, you know, and then they started up the course with Rongo Wetere, Whakairo and Lalanga course. So we became part of the organising committee back then, helped build the sheds and worked on the peripheral, you know, sort of supporting and helping out the kaupapa. With, you know, of course, kato, kauwhata, tino kaumātua o ngā kaumātua, sort of driving it all. It was one of his dreams anyway. It's been cool to come back and just help where I can, you know, once your island's ingrained, you know, you sort of keep coming back. It's been a pleasure to have met kato over the years and be part of the Piritahi Marae whānau. Life is evolving, you know, we need to evolve with things that are prevalent for the time. And the fact is we don't sort of live in the nuclear iwi clusters anymore, that pan-tribal iwi thing. That's the beauty of it, eh? It's the uniqueness of Waiheke.
Yeah, Piritahi.
And Piritahi in particular.
And then change it again. That's it. And then do it again. One in the front, bend it behind. Those are the decorations that will be on the table. Because the tables themselves are all white. It's just all these jobs I need to do. Kia marae, kia mahi kai, prepare food, ka tupu koe he tangata, he tangata, he tangata.
Kia ora koutou, for Eugene Behan Kito Taku Ingoa. The name of these gardens is Waiwai Mo Te Atawhai, meaning giving legs to kindness. We should have over a ton of kumara to lift for our TUWHERA. We'll store that in a pātaka across the road here until we're ready to do our kaihakere. Our kākono was gifted from Ngāpui, from up Ngāpui ways. Our kuanga reo tamariki helped us put our tāpapa bed down. That was in September 7th. And then early November we started planting here with the community and members of the community from the marae, from our grow group that we've got here on the island. And we've also got another crop up top at Trig Hill in preparation for our TUWHERA that's coming up. So here first.
Hey, how you going?
Yeah.
Coming to help?
Yeah, well, I've got my hands full, but I was keen to help out, yeah.
Good morning, son.
The most important thing, in my opinion, about having kumara, we are prepared for visitors that come to visit the marae. We got the food. When you got the food, you don't need the money.
Thank you, sir. Kia mau ki te pai, kia te pai te tangata. Kia mara, kia mahi kai, he wawai mo te ata pai. He wawai mo te ata pai. Ka tupu koe, he tangata, he tangata, he tangata. Ka tupu koe, he tangata, he tangata, he tangata.
Has everybody gone? It's very quiet.
So at the moment we're at the stage of prepping the wharenui for installing those works, and this weekend we just finished painting the interior and we've got our last tukutuku panel being completed. Oh, we filled a lot of them. Bob's doing a great job filling as we go. Yeah.
We're going to make at the end one question, they're trying to only do touch-ups.
So they'll fade out a lot more.
Touch-ups better than
That's really nice.
that's the only bit that's finished, really, that's for there.
Oh yeah. And that's a nice contrast, isn't it?
What it takes to create a whare like this, we had over 50 people involved, and to bring all of that together, you needed that time. And if people weren't in sync with each other, it would not have happened.
So you get that sort of push me pull you that sort of happened with this, and had its ups and downs, but you're standing here today. That's those are stories that are told, and they make the place living,
Absolutely.
and all the nooks and crannies and the, good things and the bad things.
Kato was there every step of the way. Every day during wānanga he would be down here just sitting, watching, just trying to keep that process ticking over. Kato very early on was quite driven to get this project finished. He worked alongside Mary Burson. She was a chairwoman of Piritahi Marae. They both had that clear vision, and I think they quietly waited for the appropriate people to come along sometimes and just shoulder tap them if they saw that they had the skill base they needed.
Kato, he was 69 when I got him, and I knew for 20 years. But the thing about him, and for a young man, myself at the time, you know, looking for my identity and not knowing about that stuff, he was instrumental in opening up his heart and his, you know, and the marae for young people like myself to stand up and, you know, and to learn without being judged or chopped down for it. And that's why people were magnetised to people like katoa.
Yeah, he saw the marae as providing an opportunity for young ones to learn, and even the process of doing this whare, like he invited some of us who were really young to be involved, because he knew it was going to be a huge learning opportunity for us. And we got there in the end, but man, it was quite a challenge to be given in the first place.
Tarpaulin, I'm going to put it on the ground.
Oh, it's pretty.
Fill it over, and then get the six ready to stain.
Yeah.
So you stain them all at the same time.
It's very light work at the moment, it's not much.
The whakairo has been carved since 2001 to 2016 in blocks, not continuously. There would be about 15 different carvers who worked on the project over those 15 years. So it's been a long time, the whakairo.
It's one thing to pick up a ball and run with it, but it's another thing to carry that ball to the end. And that's why I take my hat off to these boys. Because if it wasn't for them, we'd probably be still waiting another 25 years or so. So tēnā te mihi kia pōna. And everybody else that helped.
No pressure. You get a clamp, I see some clamps as well.
Can I get a bit of bit? Can we hold it up so Kevin can see, because he wants to...
I'm going to fasten, which I currently fasten through about here. Yep. I'm going to fasten through either there.
The heads.
Yeah, it should be inside.
And are we cutting this one out here as well?
Because of the name and the nature of the marae, kia Piritahi being the name, so it's all about that, you know, togetherness, sort of kotahitanga aspect as opposed to being one specific sort of iwi denomination as such. And so that pan-tribal sort of iwi thing, something that was tabled at that meeting too. It was decided on hauraki frontage as a way to pay homage to the present sort of mana whenua.
That was something that wasn't debated at all, having the whole front of the house pari hauraki.
Why they chose to have no tiko, sort of in honour of, like, you know, Iwa being the supreme creator as such, and then down through Tāne, and then down to hauraki as the doorway into the whare. Then all of the ngā mātau, okay.
And then having that inside ngā hoi whare aspect, of all the different iwi represented.
That should hold that, eh?
Yeah, it should be healthy, yeah.
Thanks for that, brother.
One down, how many more to go?
It is only 23.
Only 23.
We had iwi come in from all over Hauraki talking about who the tukutuku would be.
Yes, that's right, we did.
We had like Ngāti Hako and Ngāti Maru, Ngāti Pawa. I remember Hariata Gordon being there. We might have even had some from Ngāpuhi and Ngāti Whātua.
Yeah, lots of different perspectives for sure.
Yeah,
Just went around, went around in circles. That's most stories do when it comes to things like that.
Yeah, it was going to be hard to get agreement amongst everyone. And I think that's why we ended up having tāne as, the kōruru. Tommy started off following Tāne Nui Rangi quite rigidly, and then it evolved. It was quite good having that time actually to get the whakairo done, making it more pertinent and representing more of the Pacific Island whānau and the Ngāpuhi, to get that voice in there, pertaining to that history between Ngāpuhi and the Hauraki tribes here on Waiheke as well.
If you go to a particular region or area, normally it's a regional style, but here it's so diverse, it's really, really powerful. And to have the community involved, it's such Lorna suggested the cooking. It was one of those things because fishing is a big part around here, of course, but also Maui being at the top. When Maui ensnared the sun to retard the progress, to open up more hours of sunlight, to make the days longer, he used rope and some say a net and the hook to hold it down, so it all fits within the whole sun in the middle of the room.
The ceiling, which was drawn up by Tommy Ropata, and then Mike Wilson coming on board to basically implement it and bring it to life. And he jumped on board the idea of using laser cutting and router cutting, which then led us to this contemporary translation. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, because I was wondering about how that was all sort of graphed out.
Yeah. So we literally did it on computer. We laid it out, numbered all the sheets, and all the sheets turned up on site. And we had the local Waiheke High School children painted all the backings for us, and then again revisited using computer technology for the centrepiece and doing that in aluminium. So that's how that came together. So it was quite a different technology and approach to the popo, which had all been hand done, and traditional whakairo, and it talks about that blend of technologies. And you talk about the evolution of the art form. Yeah, and this whare definitely encompasses different technologies.
It is the rays of Tamanui-Tara that are carrying the genealogies from the heavens down to the earthly realms. Now the kaha paitara separates the talk from the heavenly realms to the earthly realms. Aotearoa, long white cloud, acts as our kaha paitara.
Some of the carvings have very, very powerful female upward deities.
We'll see our three wahine, Mahuika, our goddess of fire. To me, she's a special lady because without her, we don't eat. There is Hine Rakatauri. And of course, we have our lady of the underworld, Hine Nui Tuku, who at one time or another will welcome us all there.
Ladies in the house.
So what I'm concerned is we're going to stack all of this up and suppose we're going to go off on an angle. I think we need to lay it all together. What we're going to do is lay all these carvings out in order as they're going to be on the wall. This one's already set up, so we need to do that. Okay. Where it was? We enter this laser line and that'll let it sit on the
middle one's fine.
You don't ask much, do you?
Sorry.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's do it. Okay.
We lift it, right? Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Well done, guys.
No.
I think what we'll do is a couple of sheets to make sure
This one's lighter than the others.
Yeah.
One, two, three.
Yay, she fits!
She looks beautiful.
She lines up beautifully.
You're happy with that?
Yes,
song?
I'm really happy with that. Just
We
get
can
the
take it all back
sides.
down again and do a bit of pop.
It's beautiful.
Let's hold the building.
Really happy. Yes, so that's going to help us put together up.
Try and push it up as high as we can get it. There's no
Long or short? We'll get it up so it's hard against that down. And then we go through and what's that? You're right?
I've got an idea that may help us.
Yeah.
We strop the next drop through here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We block it, take the weight off, block it. We re-establish the chain lower down so that
Yeah.
at the highest point you're pulling higher and higher up the wall.
The moment it starts to get off centre, this thing can fall. So if we can get it back against the wall safely, then we're away laughing.
Yeah, she's on the wall, mate. Okay, re-strop. This one here.
So this is going to swing this way if you lift it. And after we hold it in place, so if someone's pushing back against the wall, we should be able to just lift it.
Ready, boys? 1, 2, 3!
Yeah. Okay. Go and walk over it, please, and sit Kevin.
Bye, Kevin!
We're so close. I'm going to have to get the scaffold round the front before we go.
Yeah. Remove it.
So at least someone can
Remove the crane.
And swing that round.
Okay, so you tell us when to lift. Right?
Yeah, let's go.
1, 2, 3!
Maybe we can. Are you alright?
See you over. I'm going to take this scaffolding back.
Piritahi Marae has a long history of strong wahine and involvement in helping build the marae alongside our men. That is recognised in the naming of our wharekai ngākata after a kuia who was a large part in raising funds for building the marae. Over the years there have been some key females and our late past kaumātua kapu kouwhata used to comment that he saw the fact that the wharekai was taller than the wharenui reflected on the mana of our wahine. In his later years as kaumātua here, he put in place the tikanga for our pōhiri that the women have that mana to go first. And so that stands today, and that is not normal on other marae, that's not standard protocol, but it is here on Piritahi Marae.
For my people on the marae to carry on with. I think I've led them in such a way that they may be able to manage without me anyhow. So I do hope, if I do pass on before this work is complete, that those I leave behind will continue and make sure that this job is completed.
Keep moving, Karima, keep moving, don't stop, keep moving. We need to bring everybody in. Keep moving.
Tō tā kina maramatanga e te atua, i runga ki ngi tuheitia, ki ngā tinana e māwiwi tāna, e tātou katoa e te ata nei.
Kia hoki a wairua mai ngō tātou mātua tūpuna ki wainganui a tāta. Tēnei wā ka whakaarohia a kato. Rātou katoa. Ko ngē tehi e riri mai. Ko te māma o tō tātou kingi i tuwherehia tēnei tō tātou whare kia piritahi. Kei te rangi nei kia piritahi tonu. Nō reira, e ngā reo, ngā mana, ngā rangatirama. Kaha ko te kiri pango, kaha ko te kiri mā, te prauri, ua whakakotahi tātou i a tātou.
Kia ora. Ata māria kia koe te atua. Ata māria ki tō tama ki te wairua tapu whai māria kia koe te katoa. He hono rei he mau ngā rongo hiru i te mata o te whenua arohaina ngā teine me ngā tuakana. E te whāro pai ki ngā tanga katoa. Engari ko ko te ngā koko ki mai au i tēni taima. Te hura tango tēnei whare.
Hi atua no ki te māhau, kei reira te kōrero tawhito o tēnei kāinga. Mai o matu o kore rangi nui hako i te rangi te pūpō hauraki. Ngā hue, hapu a rangi, waiheke tua rākau iri ngā toi rangi te huruhi.
O kotou i nguru nei.
Ia! Au! Aweha!
O konga hau e whai nguru nei.
Ia! Au! Aweha! Natu karoko matu taera potata te pero tawhia. Te whakatau aki e ki mai nei.
Tai ana te koha te ngire e kuna e te miru mā, te miru pero me te miru panga. Amuri e kia mai ki te ture, ki te whakapono, ki te aroha.
Haia hatea ha! Haia hatea ha! Hia ue hi!
Ka watea. Ua marino anō te moana kua whiti anō te rāti hewa mauri ora te whai ao, te ao marama. Koe e tēnei, hare mai nei, te atu tū nei. E rongo tonu ngiana ngā mamai, e iwi ko tahi tātou. E ngā mātua, e ngā whaia, e hono tunu ana tātou ki a tātou. E mihi ana ki te whare, me tōna hoa ngā kata.
No mātou te wai mātou. Ko re mā te ware ware i a wawā. Ko taua tū hono honotanga, takarangi, i Patione. E ko nei te mokopuna kati, kia hohou te rongo. I wanginui a koutou me mata. Te kore tēnei whaitu o Ngāti Pāwe e ware ware. Mihi nei ki a koe e te rangatira. Koutou ko ngā uri o rātau. Kei te mihi. Kei te mihi. Kei te mihi.
Marike e tēne. Matu tamo wari tapu me ngāna pono me ta maanga he tutuku mai. Ai nei. Ake.
And I see that you didn't cover the tukutuku at the back of that marae, my joins at the back. No, you didn't. Did you really?
Get in. So,
is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, what I'm talking about.
But you can't see it when you look at it. That's good.
So I've used the same lace, you know, the half round.
Yes.
I've used another one of those.
In black?
Yes. I was getting a bit nervous, like 2 days out, because I knew we didn't have the skill base to do it.
Yeah.
And you guys had all the tools to do it.
I was lucky that I had a couple of days to spare. When I could
But
actually
you know
get
what, I know you really didn't, and I know you made that.
No, I know, I did.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all cool. I'm really happy with it.
tira mō ngā māta waka o tātou pari o kia piritahi e. Nau mai, haere mai, te pānau o te motu. E te kāwanatanga o tāmaki makaurau. Ngā kui e ngā kaumātua, te ara pānau, nau mai, hora mai, piki mai koutou. Hai raro! Kingi tu hei tia, o whatu moana, kia mau tonu. Tamana mo te haki, o tana kuia, o te ātairangi kahu, kia whakatau, tingwa, ko Piritahi. Koe rei te hia i ngā wā moa, e kui e koroma e no ana. Nō reira, i rotu i te pō, ko Dot Kettles, ko Mere Bursa, ko Auntie Joyce Spa, kahinga. Aotearoa, ko WAiheke
I love the story of Piritahi. What a beautiful story. It's a classic Tāmaki Makaurau story. It goes back centuries, of course, but the latest iteration's 1833. TUWHERA, Takarangi coming together. And out of that night, the wedding night, they call the stream Piritahi. They're coming together as one. And that's just so symbolic, not just of Waiheke and of this beautiful marae, that is the base for the people of Waiheke, but it's symbolic for Tāmaki Makaurau at this same time. And you look around here, all the rangatahi, the tamariki ma, those who are the dignitaries in here. Kia kaha for Waiheke ha.
It's an honour to stand to welcome you all to the whare. And you can point and look at a face that is familiar to you. And from this readinga, from this launching point, you can go. You can go and return to those places where your people are, to connect, to api to tautoko them. And then whakahokia mai to tautoko us. We have important people there and here, people that we can aspire to. So nō reira, nō rau rangatira mā, pai tapu. Piritahi Marae, ana e au, moana, ko tamanui I ngā toro. Aotearoa mai ki ngā manue, ki te wanui a tāne, ki WAiheke, ki WAiheke, ki WAiheke.
Ka nui te mihi ki a rātou. E oi anō mihi te ana ki a nā kai rāra. E whakawhāri ki hia o wene nā paupau. E whakahono i ana ngā whakapapa. E tīmata hia. Kei runga rā nā tamanui te rā e whakawhiti ana ki ngā paupau. E tūara ki te taho o te whare nei.
Sort of like to see the dreams and aspirations of the people come together, and all this whakairo and Tommy and Lorna and all those that have come and went, and those that will come in the future to leave a legacy.
The whole idea of these whakairo is to make people ask questions, to make our tamariki nohi, to make them come in and look at things and Papa, what's that? Papa, what's this? And if our tamariki are doing that, then we know our house is working.
Just before I finish though, I just want to talk to you all about the setup of a house. With tukutuku, it's a communication device. The tukutuku are communicating with each other, all over the house, so that the kōrero is going across the house. The house is alive. For us, for Māori, we believe that the house is living. And why? Because of our tupuna, because of our whakapapa.
And they're opposite like that, so that they can continually complement each other as they stand here.
It was wonderful for Auntie Min to be able to see this complete. We hadn't initiated this process, it was initiated by others who are no longer with us. We were lucky enough to be able to help finish it.
Yeah, I remember like a saying that one of my mentors always talked about. Old Paki Harrison, to do with whare, he reckons, a house gets carved when the people are ready.
Yeah.
Because a whare is a sort of a community project. Because when you look at the sort of like the makeup of a whare, you basically have to collect all the resources, all the children of rangi and papa, and bring all the sinews of rangi and papa together to build this whare. And a house to house the people, so that's not an easy job.
I'm stoked to see that it's here now. Laura and I, we passed the house over to the hapori. We pass it over to you people with the hope that you don't let the cobwebs build up in here. Never turn anybody away. If people want to come and visit your marae, bring them. Bring them all, from all corners of the world. Awhi. Koe no te hook te ahu o tāku nei korau. That's how our grandfather was, If you can help people, you help them out.
O ki mai ki te motu a raro a hoko WAiheke. Ore tia e mairi ora.
Yeah, over here, come around here, come around here, get help.
You can help yourself, brother.
Whakatangi mai I o puara ara tare ui ahu mai te wā I te moana I te whenua I ngā hauata whirimatea Whakatangi mai I ngā urio Hine rakatari o hine putewe Hai pao I te iratua Irata I te ao turo Whakarongo mai ki te reo tangata E whai ake I ana tuakana Arata kōrero Arata karanga Karangana e ngā te punau Mai te kore ki te pō ki te ao Marama Ie Marama Get